Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the United Spurs of America podcast alongside your hosts, Michael Ramirez and Jacob Walraven. Jacob, we got a preseason dub to talk about today, my friend. Tottenham 3, Colchester United 0. Goals from Sonny, Lucas, and Dele Alli. What'd you make of the performance today, my friend?
Well, first off, great seeing Youngman Son out there. I think anytime I see him, it makes me very, very happy, man.
Those calves, I'm starstruck
It's his
by
smile for me.
one of his calves are three of mine, I swear.
He's a beautiful man. I mean, his energy alone, I mean, it's just something to behold. No, but I thought a great performance from everyone. I was really excited to see Ollie Skip out there. Really excited to see some of them young cats again. I thought the right back. I'm gonna kill myself if I try to remember his name, but I thought he had a okay game. His first game was a little bit better. I thought Dele Alli, up until he had that goal, that he didn't really have a really good game. I thought him and Winks kind of looked a little shaken out there. I thought Cameron Carter Vickers had a horrible game. He just showed a
Yeah.
lack of pace. He couldn't even keep up with those guys, quite frankly. And
Pascozzi, is that who you're referring to? The right back,
Pascozzi,
the young lad who's been starting
Pascozzi.
the past few games.
Yeah. So it was also nice. I think all the guys wearing their own numbers. I think they felt a little bit better. I think Bergvine played better for me anyway than he did last game. Unfortunately, he didn't score. I think he had 2-3 opportunities that unfortunately were blocked by a defender. But yeah, I just thought he showed a little bit more confidence. He could have taken the shot, probably nailed it, but he decided to lay it off to Sonny Boy, and then Sonny with 2 more assists. I mean, hands down, player of the game, Youngman Son. I don't know about you.
He's just incredible, man. Yeah, I mean, I definitely got to agree with you. There wasn't a better player on the pitch today. Sonny was playing up top to start the game today, which is obviously ideal when Harry Kane's not in the lineup. I definitely agree that Bergvine had a much better game than he had in his last match. I thought Lucas again very effective. It's just so fun to watch him play against people where you just know he's miles ahead of them because he really does take advantage with his technical ability and skill. Um, it's when he's playing those big teams, those really good defensive midfielders and defenders, where he sometimes tends to struggle and keep his head down while he's dribbling and run into defenders sometimes. But I thought today he was decent. Um, Dyer as well, man. Carter Vickers and Dyer just,
Shambles.
if I have to see them start another game, if I ever saw them start a game together, that's not a preseason match, I think I'd kill myself. I would stick forks in my eyeballs and and gouge them out of my eye
Beautiful.
sockets.
I mean, some would call them a deadly duo, just deadly for you, not for
Deadly,
your
definitely for
opponent.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
for me.
um,
Alfie Whiteman, the young lad, and again the young shot stopper who's been starting the past few games in preseason, had a few decent saves again today.
he
He's
sh-
been good, man. Alfie Whiteman, I think if we loan him out to a solid club and he gets playing time consistently throughout this next season, could be seeing him soon. You never
he
know.
definitely showed some big dick energy. The man bun was super tight. It looked nice.
Hmm.
He showed a lot of confidence with those aerial crosses into the box. Unfortunately, again, our 2 center backs looked kind of lost out there, but I think he did a really good job of just kind of jumping up and taking control of anything that came into the box, and it was great to see. We just signed this other Italian guy, so hey, I think no Hugo, no problem. At least maybe in a couple years, but yeah, if he gets loaned out to like a, I don't know, say like a Swansea type championship level, I think he could do wonders there. I think he could really
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah,
Same
you
thing
never
with,
know.
I don't know if I saw enough out of Harvey White to really feel confident that he shouldn't be loaned out. I thought some of the guys that came in the second half looked a little flat, looked a little just not on the same page,
Yeah.
which is understandable. I mean, not discrediting anything that they did, but I just think that yeah, I mean Dane Scarlett, he had a great game. Tough offsides call. Um, but
Another slick finish though, if it would have counted. Another slick finish. I was impressed, man.
was
I
it
I
also with the
remember
left?
yeah, it would have been with his left again. And that is his weaker foot. It's incredible, man. This kid is talented.
There's something there, something
I
real
honestly
special.
think there is something there. Like there's not, you hear about your, your Tammy Abrahams who come through your academy and boss it out like a championship club. And you see some of these guys start to fizz out with his maturity, man, that I've been seeing these past few games. And from what I've heard about, in his academy days just coming up, I
Yeah.
think we might have a future star boy on our hands. I mean,
Hey, he ain't a
obviously,
future star boy. He already is the star boy. I'm a
for now
motherfucking
for
star
preseason.
boy. Hey, I'm about
Hey,
it. I'm
but
all in the hype.
once again though, I thought he had a great game. The one of the youngsters who came on in the second half, who I thought was pretty decent, definitely better than the last match. Troy Parrott. He had a few chances that got blocked by a few defenders in the second half, but overall, he had some pretty good looks. I thought he looked decent out there. Obviously, he wasn't banging in any goals by any means, but I thought he had a decent outing. And my boy, our boy, Japhet Tanganga
You
coming
took the
in.
words out of my mouth. I was literally about to say, I'm saving the best one for last, my favorite one for last anyway. Japhet Tanganga back from injury. I mean, that just
Not
makes
only
you feel
back from
good.
injury, but putting on the captain's armband when everyone got subbed off in the second half. What a lad, bro. What a lad. It was
Is
it's
the
it's
lad.
incredible, man. It's incredible. I love Jaffet. We both love Jaffet. I think
Honestly, I'm a
everyone
big
knows how we
fan of
feel.
Tanganga with the 3-9. Honestly, I fell in love with Japhet with the 3-9. 2-5, I understand, but
Yeah, it's cleaner. It's cleaner.
I'll
I
take the
mean,
3-9.
what in the next like 2 years or so, he's probably gonna move to like
Why
a number six or number five,
why was Dane
or not
Scarlett
number
in
five, but
57? I thought my boy was supposed to be rocking the sevens, but instead he had 57 on. I don't know.
he had 53 on today.
And 53s, Niles John had 57.
Yeah, Niall John, another good lad who I think within these next few years he could be making some noise, maybe challenging for a rotational spot in the first team. Well, we have a lot of promising guys coming up, man. I will admit, like some of these guys in our academy who are coming up, they seem pretty talented, who seem like they could make a sizable impact within an 18 within a few years. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna throw this to you. I saw this on Twitter not too long after the game. Someone basically saying, y'all forget that Oliver Skip is as good right now as Harry Winks was at his age. So I guess Harry Winks at 2021, they're saying he is better than Oliver Skip is right now at his age. What do
You're
you think about that?
you're saying that you heard Harry Winks was better at this point in his career
Yeah,
than
than
Oliver Skip
Oliver
was?
Skip. That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
That's what
but
I read from at whoever the fuck on Twitter.
at whoever the fuck also needs to realize that Harry Winkstead still has not won a trophy in his career.
Ollie
And Oliver
Skip has.
Skip just raised the championship trophy this past year. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen Harry Winks make any, you know, team of the season 11s. Oliver Skip has. It's tough to compare the two because they've had different journeys. Harry Winks didn't really go out on loan. I don't think he ever did. If he did, it was early on. But for the most part, he started out as a not even a rotational part in the 18. It was just kind of for cup matches, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. That's where you saw Harry Winks when he was coming through. Oliver Skip, I think he's going to get some Premier League minutes this year, man. Like serious minutes too. Um,
He looked great physically, mentally. He looked
Yeah.
great.
And
I'm very
let's
excited.
not even let's not brush over his beautiful ping ball across the field to Steven Bergvine, who just settled it on his chest. It was that great of a ball where he just took it in stride off his chest and we had an opportunity there. But yeah, man, I'm excited for Oliver Skip. I think Skip's gonna be better, way miles better than Harry Winks will be when it's all said and done.
I'm
But
gonna
yeah.
have to agree with you there just because of what I saw from Winks today. Once again,
I mean, once again,
his talent level looked like the competition we were
if you were
playing.
to swap jerseys, you'd probably would think that he was on Colchester. You know what I mean? There's just
Um,
some times where it's like, bro, what are you
there
doing?
was several passes back to the goalkeeper or back to the defender that he did that I vividly remember him seeing this do in a Premier League game and it get fucking stolen and cock rocketed beyond Hugo. So I
I mean,
don't
he almost gave up a goal in the last game
I
from one of
don't
his
feel
turnovers
good when
too.
Harry's out there. Harry Winks. I just don't.
Wrong Harry.
What did I say?
No, no, no. I'm saying it's the wrong Harry out there.
I said
It's
yeah.
the wrong Harry out there. Not the Harry you want out there on the pitch
Definitely
by any
not the Harry
means.
Harry you want out there.
Speaking out there on the pitch, though, of who was out there on the pitch, not only on the pitch, but on the sidelines of the pitch. Fabio Paratici making phone calls
Paratici.
throughout the entire match, man. Like he shows up to every match. I've heard he showed up to almost all of the U23 matches as well. He's out there watching the academy, and he is consistently talking with agents and other clubs on his phone like 24/7.
I
Apparently
love
the
it.
man never sleeps.
I
That
love
is
it.
what we need. That is what we need right there at this club.
Dame más,
Respect
por
it so
favor.
much. For real. Give me Do you have any more Paratici?
More
May I have some more Paratici?
Paratici. Spare me some more Paratici. Please, sir. Can
I'm
I have
excited though,
some
man. I'm
Paratici?
excited. Golini is traveling to N17 Hotspur Way tomorrow, early on in the afternoon. Apparently, he's going to finish up all of his medicals, get everything wrapped up, and then after tomorrow, we're just all we got to do is wait for an announcement from Tottenham, and it's done and dusted. But it's going to be a loan deal, like we said on the last podcast episode. 1 year initially, option to extend to a second year, and then there's also an option to buy. Apparently, we are obligated to buy if he reaches 20 caps this season. I read that report today.
I
If he
thought that
reaches 20 caps,
I
we have to
thought
buy him.
so correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought it was a 2-year loan with the option to buy.
It's a 1 year loan initially. We have an option to extend it to a second year, and
Okay.
then we also have the option to buy him.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if he reaches 20 appearances this season, we're obligated to buy him at that point for 15 million euros, which, in my opinion, it's not bad. I mean, and
Just
if it
get rid
gets
of
to that
Joe
point,
Hart. Just get the
if
fuck out, Joe Hart.
but if you think about it, if it gets to that point, something either went horribly wrong or horribly or very right. If he
Mm-hmm.
deserves, that clause, it either means that Hugo got hurt and he was forced to step in, or and he
Mm-hmm.
did poorly and we were just obligated anyways because we don't have another option,
Yeah.
or he's done so well in the absence of, I mean, God forbid it ever happens, but in the instance that Hugo is out for a period of time, if he steps in and does the job, it could be a good thing. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a
Mm-hmm.
win-win situation. You're not risking
Absolutely.
too much.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I think competition at every level is something you want in a squad. If you look at a
Yeah.
Man City type, I mean, they have depth, just constant depth at every position, right? So I
I
think
just feel like you can sell Joe Hart to a lower ranked team in the table. You know what I mean? Like a relegation battle side could probably use Joe Hart, like
I think
a Brentford or
Chicago
yeah, for
Fire.
real. Enter Miami with Messi. Joe Hart go to America and play in MLS. It's almost that time, bro. Honestly, at his stage in his career, it's almost that time anyways. I feel like he should just get it over with. But um
Can I hit you
next
with a quick
preseason,
conspiracy real quick about
go
Joe
ahead.
Hart?
Go
You know
ahead.
those clear black or not clear, solid black tattoos
Tattoos.
that he has on his arm?
Yeah.
I have a theory that he probably had some controversial, I'm not going to say racist, controversial artwork in there for whenever. I mean, he's an older cat, right? Like he come from a different generation. Things were a lot worse from a
He's like the
societal stand.
generation before this current one that we're in.
Correct. And I think that, maybe there's something a little bit more fly that he liked when he was younger. He was like, oh shit, I need to cover it up. That's just my thought. Like, because
Maybe.
why else you got
I'm not too familiar with his with Joe Hart's arm tattoos, but
white man
could be
with
a
blonde hair?
possibility.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's
Anyway, that's
true.
just I'm a big conspiracy guy, so I just had to delve
You
into that a
can't
little
trust
bit.
him either, to be fair.
I did want to say, speaking of releases, I heard tomorrow. So if you're listening to this today, that they've released the away kit for Tottenham.
Oh yeah, I heard that too. Possibly. Could be looking at that galaxy looking kit.
I kind of like it, but my wife said I can't get it because it's fucking ugly. So
So your wife doesn't like it.
no, she said it's fucking ugly. So
We'll see, man. If it comes out, and I need to see it on the players. You know what I mean?
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what swayed me with pretty much all of the kits last season. I didn't know how to feel about this one that I'm wearing right now, the yellow sun, the third kit from last year, because the logo's on the middle of the kit. I've never had a Tottenham kit where the crest is in the middle. I dig it. We had never had green away kits in a long, I mean, as far as I know, like ever, at least in a really long time. Um, I didn't mind. I ended up getting a Bale one. I liked it. And then the home kit, I didn't know how to feel about the shoulder pad sleeve design. I ended up liking it. You know what I mean? Like I need to see it on the players. I need to see it modeled. I need to see it on a normal human being, and then I'll make a decision.
I'm not going to say a normal human being. I'm going to say a professional athlete because it looks so much better on them than
Oh
whenever
well,
I put
yeah,
it on my body. I'll tell you
of
that much.
course, of
But
course,
same thing. Last year's home kit, I, I, I think you remember I was pretty upset about it. I did not like it.
yeah.
But honestly,
It definitely grew on me.
Once I saw Harry Kane wearing it, honestly, everything I was like,
Yeah,
well, I
yeah.
mean, it looks nice.
It'll be even better if he's wearing it this year too for
Same
this
thing
for this
with
kit.
this year's home kit. I feel like it's pretty plain. It won't look good on a cat like me, but I mean, you put it on someone
To
like
be fair,
Son, looks pretty
it
nice.
looks good on Sun. I was about to say.
Hey, it looked real nice. Same thing
That's
with
all that
Jaffa,
matters.
baby.
All that matters. Next preseason match next Wednesday at MK Dons, 2:45 Eastern Standard Time kickoff. And for those of you who will be in El Paso, which will actually be me starting tomorrow along with Jacob, that's a 12:45
I love it.
Mountain Time kickoff.
We on that mountain time now, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any final thoughts, Jacob, before we wrap up the pod?
No,
Want to make this one a little shorter because it's just a little update, preseason recap, and then
yeah, yeah.
some other talk. We gotta provide some shit talk somewhere in there. We gotta bash some player.
Hey, I'm just still glad another game, another Sin Matt Doherty. So
Yep.
I'm big on that. Anytime
No
that
Doughboy sightings yet.
he wasn't even in the how many players are there? Fucking 30?
And 20. Yeah, it seems like it, like 20 maybe. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. 20, 25.
But no,
Um,
I'm just excited, man. Another day, another Spurs football game. What else you want, right? I mean, it's beautiful.
the, I mean, the only other thing that I want is some transfer news, which hopefully we're gonna get tomorrow again.
Correct.
Apparently,
Correct.
this next week, people stay glued to your Fabrizio Romano Twitter notifications because they're about to start flying apparently this next week or so for Tottenham. So hopefully we'll get some more deals done before the next preseason match. If we do, we'll see you guys before then. But if not, we'll see you guys for MK Dons. Until then, come on, you Spurs. Thank you so much for listening to the pod.
Come on, you
Come on, you
Spurs.
Spurs. Listen to us on Spotify and YouTube, and also subscribe to our Patreon if interested, and also follow us on Twitter and Facebook as well. Thank you guys so much for listening to another edition of the United Spurs of America podcast. See you later. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on.